presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them to fit what you think, to try to change it for what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog into a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 257, Nasdaq's down 23, S&P's up 16, gold contract up $25.90, trading at $18.43 an ounce. Silver up $1.50. $21.71 an ounce. Light sweet crude up $1.15, $41.96 a barrel. Copper's up $5.5 pennies, $2.95 a pound. Now, copper's making a run, folks, for $3.31 a pound, so it's going to be a big number out here. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note right now up 4 ticks, trading 139.16. The 30-year bond up 9 ticks at 180.09. And King Dollar's getting smoked, folks. Down 713 ticks, trading 95.121. The euro has caught a bid. That's at 115. The yen has caught a bid. That's at 106.79. And the British pound has also caught a bid at 127 to $1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. We've had the S&P holding tough out here today as the NASDAQ has been selling off. That being said, we had a high out here first of 32.73, 13 points higher than we are right now. We had a low that was established out here at 10 o'clock this morning at approximately 32.41. So how we close out this session is going to be a big deal, folks. Bottom line, what we just had as I just come on the air, you got a seller in here. The first sell down, only 4 points, but the volume is exploding on the way down. We're going to work on this second to 10-minute bar right now, so we'll see how that baby does shake out. The NQs, this is pretty amazing when you get a large number you're dealing with, and what the NQs actually did out here today. Yeah, see this? The same seller that's in the S&Ps is just in the NQs also. Bottom line, the all-time high inside the NQs is 11,058.50. Well, we hit 11,058 and then just gave it up. And then they sold it right off of the highs, folks, okay? So this is going to be pretty wild watching how this does shake out, meaning do we get follow-through on the way down? What you're going to see is that we're below the highs of yesterday, and yesterday inside of the NDX 100 was a heck of a day. The rest of the markets, were up fractionally. The NDX 100, folks, was up 2.3%. Granted, it was Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Netflix, Facebook that were jamming it in a monster way, but they did it. That being said, guess what? Now it's giving it up in spades. Gold contract out here. What do you have with gold? It's on the run. Bottom line, this is going after its all-time highs. What we have done out here today is that you've taken out a B point. You get another ABC structure on the way up. And let's see, it's going to be an interesting one. So it's 1829. The most conservative way, it's about 120, 17, 18, 1910. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so you get another ABC structure on the way up, folks, that gets you at the all-time highs. And you got to remember something. An ABC structure, A to B equals C to D. The A to B, it's a straight line move. The B to C drives everyone out of their mind. The C to D is a straight line move. Now, when we're talking gold, you're talking a whole different animal because of the fact that we were in a 3.5-month consolidation and it couldn't bust higher. Well, it not only busted higher, folks, okay? It's tremendously higher. And then if we take a look at the silver, and silver is always highly volatile, the bottom line, what you have inside the silver market is a monster move. And if we take a look at the continuous contract, it looks to me that silver is going to make this run to $30. Okay, it is a monster move. You just broke the consolidation with silver. Silver was the biggest laggard out here for such a long period of time. Well, we just blew it away. This is a consolidation. Actually, it's a 7-year consolidation. It started in May of 2013. You just ripped it apart at the 2109 area. That is saying silver wants to run to $31 to $35. This is going to be a monster move. Many of the silver equities, they're doing ABC structures on the way up. They just blew away the B points. And what does happen, which I've talked about plenty of times, the metals market, folks, is very small. So when this thing starts moving, it doesn't take much for basically folks to come in. There's the amount of shares that are available inside of the metals market is very minimal, and the aspect, I don't know what the exact number is, but I suspect you can take the whole all the shares that are traded inside the top gold and silver stocks, and it's probably going to equal one of the FANG stocks, or maybe less than that. That's how dramatic this thing is. And King Dollar. Let's go over to King Dollar. What you're going to see with King Dollar here, the way this is setting up right now, I'm going to put this on a continuous contract also. So we bring this back, and what you're going to see, I'm going to lay this out in a 15-year setup. What you're going to see, you're going after the March low, which is 94.60. The next level here, it brings you back to 2018 low of 88.253. Now, the thing that's really intriguing about the metals market and the dollar in general is that this number at 88, because the silver and gold market never really pulled back that far, if we get down to that number, you're going to see these things go exponential, and that doesn't even mean that that's the end of where the dollar wants to go, because your next level down below that goes dramatically lower. If we go over and take a look at the euro, the pound, they have been in the doldrums for years. It's the same consolidation, the 6-year consolidation. And guess what? They just blew out that consolidation. And the euro right now is trading at this 115. Well, the euro wants to run to, it's at 128. It's a big number here. Let me look at this number. Come on, hurry up. Get it. There we go. Let's get this up, Todd. Yeah, it's 125. And right now you're at 115. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 179. You get the Nasdaq down 71. S&Ps are up 6. We had a question about FCX, Freeport McMoran, and the aspect that it's not moving. You get the metals moving. You're at 1342. What you're looking at here is this: Freeport my take on Freeport McMoran. Yeah, it's going to move in a big way, not in a small way. What you've already done, I mean, in 5 weeks, we've gone from $4.82 up to that $13.42. So this is just a matter of basically building more cars. This thing wants to run up to this $20 area. If we take a look at it and you basically, put this, you'll see that first you get 100% move remove. It started out in February at, $12.86, goes all the way down to $4. Going topside again. You put this on a monthly, and you're going to see that you are pushing those highs, and you're pushing them with volume. So this is going to be another situation, though. It's hard. This is a 5-year consolidation. What happens, folks, is that the battle lines are set up in a monster way with big consolidations. And it's going to take a lot to basically get over that. My take is that we're going to get up to it, and we're going to get over it. Why? Because in Freeport McMoran's case, okay, I'll bring this up for you so you can see this is a monster company, man. And when you see the aspect of what they have going, it's just, they got refining, they got copper mines, they got copper smelting, they got gold, there's a lot that's inside that. In fact, when we look from this year to next year, you can see that number. So I suspect that, yes, that is going to get cooking, no doubt. There was another question that, not a question, it was actually a statement, is that the bottom line is that do we think when will gold and silver get the attention of the Robin Hood traders? And has it already? My take is that it hasn't. Because what happens so picture something, folks. Gold and silver equities in general, right, don't run like the rest of the market. Meaning that, let's say you get a bull market, you're going to have technology, it's going up, 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 right? You pull back, you have bad pullbacks, and you go up, up, up again, okay, on a longer-term basis. Because you got to remember something. On a longer-term basis, right, everything is going to be worth more money, even at 2% inflation. So it's going to be a larger number on a longer-term basis, period, okay? That's why if you have someone that's young, that's just starting in the market, I tell everyone, buy the SPY, and forget it. Don't even just go look at it 30 years from now. That is the best way to be diversified in a market and pay zero fees. Okay, so, and in that case, you can just do 2% a year inflation, you're going to have a higher number. That being said, what happens inside the gold and silver market is a different animal, totally a different animal. What happens there is that it will do nothing for a long period of time, then it explodes, and when it explodes, gold and silver equities, folks, go up 5 to 10 times at every explosion. So if something's $1, it goes to 10. Something that's $2 goes to 20, and it's very quick. That's why people love it or hate it. That's what it comes down to. That is the type of market that we're in. So, to go back to the Robinhood traders again, I suspect that they're not here yet, that they will be, because what will end up happening as gold gets more and more publicity, the dollar gets more publicity that you're going south. Bottom line, it's not going to take much. And we'll see what ends up happening if, in fact, I can't picture that they're not going to be, because right now inside of that market, the bottom line is that they're moving. And what does happen is that on plenty of platforms in general, you're going to have the percentage numbers, and the percentage numbers are fairly substantial, have been substantial, but they're really substantial today as to how much a few of these went up, and they're still in an ABC structure on the way up. So, we'll go from here. That's the bottom line. The currencies outside of the United States, here, watch, I'll bring up the pound. The pound's running like crazy too. I mean, you can see why the dollar basically is just pulling back. What you have is that, look at the pound. The pound's at trading 127 right now. Bottom line is that thing is going after the 128. I suspect we're going to be up at 132. In fact, if we take this, we put this on a longer basis. Now, let's see. Yeah, it hasn't broken the downtrend yet from 170, but I suspect, few more months, you're going to break that. And if that pound wants to make its way back to that 170, that's going to certainly put more pressure inside of that dollar index. And hey, listen, for the amount of money that all governments are putting into their economies right now, it just totally makes sense, because we know that the aspect of gold, silver, the dollar, interest rates in general, the disconnect out here today, man, which is really wild, is that, picture this, the Dow is up 300, it's up 187 right now. But notes and bonds will not back off, man. I mean, the 30-year U.S., watch this, the 30-year, just even 13 ticks is nothing. But the bottom line is that, it's at the top of its range again. And, I suspect what you have here is that the Fed is keeping yet right with a very short range. But that short range is basically saying flat out that we're not going up on interest rates. And the longer that we don't go up on interest rates, the more that the metals market is worth. Let's get over and take a look at the NQs, because what the NQs just did about 10 minutes ago is that they broke their bottom out. And this very well could be a monster ABC structure on the way down. If we stay below, is it 828? Yeah, so we're at 837, 10,837 right now. You'd have to get below the 10,828, and then you would have one monster ABC structure down. In fact, it would be the highs 58, 11,058, 10,800. No, it's not that much. A couple hundred points. Well, a couple hundred points to a couple hundred points. That'd be a 10,700 inside of the NDX 100. If we get over and we take a look at the S&Ps, the S&Ps right now are, they broke it with volume. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so you got a small one here. What is this? 73.55. So you get 18 points. That gets you, Well, we already hit it. 32.50 went to 32.40. That was a small ABC down at 32.40. What is game? You get a couple things being game out here. We just hit the first one, and that was the highs of yesterday. The next one, if we get more selling pressure, which we can get pretty easy, on the S&P, game is 32.21. And right now you're at 32.54. Depending on, we get a lot of numbers coming out after the close today. So depending where those numbers are and where the structure is inside of the S&P, that's going to make a difference. Dow right now up 198. Nasdaq is down 60. S&Ps are up 8. Stay right there, folks. Come back when I'm Mr. Basil Chapman.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow. Dow right now is up 192. You get the Nasdaq down 70. S&Ps are up 7.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Tuesday at 30 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil has an outstanding show here every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Basil's going to be doing a subscriber event, folks, for all the subscribers of The Opening Call. This is going to be on Thursday, this coming Thursday, 4 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. Now, it's very easy to not only get a great newsletter, but come into the webinar that Basil is going to feature. The way you do that, you're going to see right under featured content on TFNN, you're going to see The Opening Call. You just hit subscribe. The 1 month is $128. You have, sorry about that. 6 months is $595, which is a savings of $173. A year, folks, is $995, which is a savings of $541. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can check it out. You can get a great newsletter. He's got a lot of archives in there. You can be in the workshop live from 4 to 5:30. And if you can't make it live, folks, we get some great technology. What does happen is that everything's archived. You can check it out. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm very good. And talk about timing. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have a workshop, basically a webinar that discussed exactly what's happened since the March 23rd low, and why I thought that this is going to be a very important period. You can see what's happening here between the Qs, the NDX 100, the Dow trying to rally, the S&P still up. This is going to be a very interesting week, and I think we're going to get a lot of information out of the end of the week. So I
we
think
definitely have some divergence, and even that Russell, you know, has been the weakest one, but those banks and the regional banks are getting a little bid. I know, it's intriguing.
So this morning when I said to subscribers from my opening call, I said, I don't want to start adding a whole bunch of new things right now, because what we're looking at is we are trying to get into positions that could be favored right now if the tech sector starts to take a rest. Very simple. At the same time, I wanted to actually get into the IWM, just even if it was for a few days. But I say, you know what, we've got in our what I call the portfolio, we've got positions. We started a new position just the other day, and if the Russell 2000 small caps is going to work, then this cyclical area should also work. And we're very lucky because this particular stock is up 5%, well, 5.34% as we're speaking, on a day when a lot of the indices are giving back big gains. So this is very selective. One of the reasons why I wanted it this time is that from the March 23rd low, where we went long the down, then we added in the diamonds itself at 100. That was about, I think, the 4th of April. Around about 210, what are they trading at right now? 268. So there's been a very nice gain there.
Huge.
What are we going to do? I mean, it's still a position I'd like to keep because we're in at such a good level. So these are things that I need a little time to think about it. And in the meantime, we've only got long positions, but I'd say we're going to start thinking of the short side probably from tomorrow. And this is very important. Why? Because in the patterns that we look at, look how strong. I'll just show you one pattern here that goes to the daily and the weekly charts. And this is what I discussed in the last webinar. I said it'll be very important. And the reason why I'm discussing it now is we're going to see, because if the trend changes to the downside, you use the very same technique, but you turn it upside down. And on this side, you can see in the daily chart of the Dow, there's this red dashed line, and there's a green dashed line, a little mini channel. And what over the years, what I found is, I call it the Chapman wave inside a track repellent zone, or at the bottom we call it the propellant zone. And the reason is that, look, every time the Dow's come close to this the pink line, it couldn't hold it. Even today, it went right up to the green line, and now it's pulling back. And that's how important. So this inside track repellent line, working on the daily chart. And the reason why I've said that I think we should go a little higher in the Dow, because we've got a peak B, and we usually expect a C and a D. But here's the other thing. Here's the weekly chart, the exact same pattern. Look, there's the declining trend line, dashed green line. There's the dashed pink line. And look how this is on a weekly chart, and look how it's worked here as well. It's restrained the price, it's held it back, and yet at the same time, we're looking at the technicals in the weekly still very strong, technicals in the daily very strong. So that's what I say that to subscribers. This is a really good time. We're going to find out what's overbought and could have a pullback. We're going to find out what's been lagging. You just spoke about the financials. Let me just get to that. XLF. Look at the financials. A nice move, but not a great move. But it does show that money, it's interesting. Money's always trying to find a home where it's treated best. You've seen that in the gold and silver stocks. We've seen that in the tech stocks. We've seen that we have a tech stock that, in fact, made a new all-time high today. It's gone from 70 where we got in, and it hit 96s today. At the same time, we also have a tech stock that did very well, and now it's starting to struggle. We're still in a nice profit, but I'm going to be looking at this very closely, because if the tech sector, if money starts to come out of the tech sector, what you normally see is money pulls back. It doesn't go immediately into the new sectors. What happens is they try to find a home. They try to find, like a sieve. You see which pieces of grain have gone below and which are being held up. And this is the same thing here. You're going to see which stocks are holding well, which stocks are just showing that they need a rest. So I think this is a very important time. And the chart patterns that I keep talking about, I'll just go back to the Dow to show this, the cup formation that we've looked at. It's worked very nicely for us. And you can see that the 9 and 14 period moving averages have held very well, even in the daily chart. So there are all these techniques that I like to discuss as I go through a webinar. That's why I usually make it 90 minutes, because it's really like a class that I'm giving. And we're looking ahead to say, what are we going to look for in the next 3 months? What has worked really well for the past 3-4 months? What could be tied? What's maybe starting the same kind of breakout patterns that we had seen earlier? Is anything like that happening now? So I think it's a really nice opportunity to find, just to have a little patience. We don't have to, just grab everything and say sell. No, there's some things that could hold up well, some things that you actually want to hold, even though they're going to pull back. And then there are some stocks that you say, fantastic move, we better lighten up. And that's what we're going to be discussing. What's lightening up material and what's holding very nicely.
And folks, it's so easy to come into this workshop. You just go over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right in the middle in the featured content. The opening call by our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. You hit subscribe. You can get it for a month, 6 months, a year, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Workshop is going to start at 4 o'clock and 48 hours from now. And 48 hours from now, it's hard to comprehend that we're talking about, the 23rd of July?
Almost wrapping up July. Can you believe it?
So
they just fly. It's just unbelievable. I guess as you get older, time goes quicker. That's the only rule that I've got.
But I've heard from plenty of, like these young folks too. I mean, that's time flying. Maybe we're just accelerating up, man. You never know. I mean,
it could also be that we just get so much news now. Every hour of every day, there's just an outpouring of news. Maybe that's part of it.
You're going to love it. Listen, man, you have a great night, safe night. We appreciate all the work you do, Basil, and look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom. Have a great
Thanks,
evening.
man. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow up 147. NASDAQ is up 92. S&Ps, they're fighting like crazy, folks, okay? S&Ps are only up a half a point, man. They don't want to give it up. Come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 152. NASDAQ is down 81. S&Ps are up 3. And you talk about like some bribery counts, folks. Listen to this, man. This just came across the tape. So the FBI just arrested the House Speaker in Ohio, Larry Householder, and 4 others in connection. Now listen to this number, man. This is like, it blows my mind that people think they can get away with this. But this is one of the biggest numbers ever. So it's a racketeering charge involving $61 million in bribes. $61 million. And what it is, I'm going to bring up the stock, man, because I remember when this thing was going south. It's going south again this morning, I no doubt. And what this had to do with was the bailout of 2 nuclear plants that are now owned by Energy Harbor. So the allegation goes like this. The allegation goes, the investigation is related to Ohio's passage last year of a law that bailed out 2 nuclear power plants and the defeat of a bailout referendum to overturn the law. First Energy Solutions, which was formerly First Energy Corporation, changed its name to Energy Harbor and emerged from Chapter 11 earlier. So here, this is how this shakes out, man. The entity identified as Company 1, which would be Energy Harbor, paid $61 million over 3 years through a nonprofit Generation Now corporation to help elect candidates who would support the householder for House Speaker first. Then they passed the bailout law. Then they defeated the ballot initiative. Bottom line, $61 million. So we'll see where that shakes out. And if we do bring up Energy Harbor, you're going to see this is a piece of crap anyway. Don't even think about doing anything. But you're going to see that's trading down, trading at $28, down $7.35 out here. Now they already were, they got out of BK. And, yeah, well, there you go. It's that they're still taking in $486 million per 90 days. So, yeah, pretty wild, though, man. There's some politicians that hopefully they'll just lock it up and don't let them out, period. What a number that is, though, man. Pretty amazing. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here today. In this market, you get Bank of America up 81 cents. American Airlines is flat. You get... look at that. That's interesting. What is this one here? That's some Owens and Minor. That's up almost 180%. They distribute medical and surgical supplies to the United States. I see. Okay. Whatever they got, they must have got something going out here today. That's either that. This is the stock of the day to run. Well, they drew a pair of upgrades from Bard and Bank of America. There must be a high shot position or something. Oh, there you go. Okay, there's a 22% shot position. Man, they even broker dealers, man, they know how to run a stock, and that's what's going on right there, no doubt. First Energy, Microsoft's down to $2.50. Microsoft yesterday, man, you talk about a run. This thing really ran in an incredible way yesterday. Gave it up today, but the bottom line is that the NDX 100 yesterday, folks, came out of nowhere, came out of the gate, just trended all day long, was a monster trend in, was relentless. Today, of course, we gave it up. Now, if we get follow through tomorrow on the way down, it's going to be like, okay, you went up to test the highs. You tested the highs. We know the volume contracted dramatically. Even on the first high, folks, the volume was light. Second high, the volume contracted dramatically. We'll see if, in fact, they can get something going on the downward side. The S&Ps out here, they are fighting like crazy. I haven't seen a fight set up like this for quite some time, meaning that they want to keep it in the green. We go over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What you're going to see inside the Dow Industrials is that the Dow hasn't made the highs that were generated last week, which is the 27,071. The Dow's up 180 bucks, but that is not a big number. The reason being is that we were already at 27,025. So the Dow has already given up like 170 points today. And a lot's going to be contingent on, we have 25% of the S&P reporting their numbers this week. So the bottom line is that we know the numbers aren't going to be great. The real question is, are they going to bid them up or not bid them up? And here's a perfect situation. You get Coca-Cola out here. Bottom line came out with numbers. Numbers weren't great, but guess what? They bid it up. Now, Coca-Cola's still a dog. It couldn't handle or stay over the last swing high, which was the 47.79. We had 30 million shares there traded. We've done 21 million today, so you got over the price. You're going to close under the price. That's a failure on price and volume. But Coca-Cola, in general, had a contraction in a monster way. So you can see that all of us have different ideas of what would be a good number versus what would be a number that, bottom line, is not great. And then what do you do in that particular case with the aspect of the equity in general? Let's get over and we take a look at the SLV. The SLV, silver's been on a tear beyond belief. If you do take a look at this SLV and we put this on, let's see, I think we'd have to put it on a monthly basis. Yeah, you put it on a monthly basis. You just took out your whole 6-year consolidation, did it in spades. SLV's on its way up to this $30. And you get $30 to $34 inside the SLV. So you are talking some real juice out here. We go take a look at the GLD inside of the gold market, and you get the same type of setup. We put this on. This is a different ballgame, actually. The GLD, we're going for the all-time high. So we're at 173 right now. Oh, this is really cool, man. Yeah, 185 is your all-time high. And then the XAU and the HUI. Now, we didn't get enough volume yesterday. These equities today, however, are going to have some monster volume in them. And the Gold Bugs Index right now, that baby is trading 146. That's on its way to 196. That's up 263 today. And that was the XAU, rather. Gold Bugs Index, that's up $5.04. And the way that baby is trading right now, that wants to go up to the 529. It's a monster number, man. And what that has to do with, folks, is that that's because at the last highs of 2011, that's how fast we came down. You know, gold, silver, metals in general, you got to remember they're commodities. Commodities go to the moon and then go to hell and a handbag. That's just how it goes, okay? And it has to do with the supply, the demand, and where King Dollar is. King Dollar is the most important part of those commodities in general. Has been for a long period of time. We get the reserve currency of the world, the dollar. Bottom line, dollar goes lower. You can have higher commodity prices because then when you translate that into Europe, into Asia, into South America, the bottom line is that they're actually not paying more for those commodities inside our currency, but yet that's when our currencies will go down, and the metals in general will go topside. There it is. Look at that. Finally turned red. Dow up 130, NASDAQ down 97, S&P's off 1.25 points. Come right back, folks.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 113, NASDAQ down 104, S&P's off 2. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you can see right under featured content, Rocket Equities and Options. Tom started a newsletter a week ago Monday. Bottom line, check it out. You can be a charter member. What that charter member means specifically is this, is that the newsletter itself is $97 a month. For 1 month, you can check it out. And the promo code, you can put Rocket. And what will end up happening then is that you only pay $48.50 per month. You're locked in for as long as you would like that newsletter, and you can basically get that for either a month, 6 months, or a year. You'll still have the same lock-in period, number one. And then on top of that, the bottom line is that if you like it after 30 days, no problem. You just keep it. If you don't like it, you get the money back. So check it out on the front page of TFNN right under featured content. Bottom line, as we get all these numbers out after the close today, it's going to make a big difference because the NASDAQ definitely gave it up. Bottom line, because, see, inside the NASDAQ, this is what's strange today, folks. It's not the big NASDAQ stocks that really have given it up. Tesla's down 4%, big deal. Vertex Pharmaceuticals down 3.5%. Maximum Integrated is down 3.5%. Not big numbers. So what that means specifically is that what you have, it's spread across the NASDAQ 100 stocks. Like when I bring this up, Amazon's down 59, NVR's down 39, Regeneron's down 20, Netflix 12. You have a lot of numbers in the context of those 100 equities spread across. That is not a wholesale selling down, and that's actually really dangerous because they are in nosebleed territory. The FANG stocks are definitely in nosebleed territory. In fact, Amazon, it had in the paper today in the Wall Street Journal that this was the closest that Amazon was so far away that the correlation into 2000, meaning so far ahead of itself. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. You might as well have a blast with it, folks. Come back and visit us.